Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, parent charged after allegedly robbing woman of cell phone at a bus stop. A 55-year-old man was arrested and charged following allegations that he robbed a woman at a bus stop on Hagley Park Road in Kingston on Friday, April 26. Charged is Christopher Parkin, otherwise called the Parrot, of Wellworth Avenue, Kingston 11. He is charged with robbery with aggravation. It is reported that about 6:50 p.m. on the day in question, the complainant was at a bus stop on the roadway when she was approached by Parkin, who pointed an object in her back and demanded her property. The woman complied and handed over her cell phone. Parkin then escaped in the area, the police report said. A report was made to the police, who commenced an investigation. Parkin was arrested and subsequently charged following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. A court date is being finalized for him. Butcher second murder victim within 24 hours in Linstead. The Linstead police are probing their second murder in less than 24 hours after a man was shot dead in the rural town Thursday morning. The deceased, a butcher from Victoria District, was shot to dead at a slaughterhouse where he worked on 4th Street, both in Linstead, St. Catherine. Reports are that around 11:50 a.m., Bailey and the two other men were at the slaughterhouse preparing to sell soup in the Linstead town center. During that time, a man entered the yard and opened gunfire at Bailey, hitting him in the head and upper body. As a result of this, the police were summoned. On arrival, police saw Bailey's body lying on its right side, clad in a black and white t-shirt, black shorts, and a pair of black slippers with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the head and upper section. Residents told the news that they believe both shooting incidents were related, pointing out that Thursday morning's murder was a reprisal for Wednesday night's killing. Efforts to get confirmation of the residents' claim from the police have so far proven futile. Dawes urges government to address the developments regarding AstraZeneca vaccine. Shadow Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Alfred Dawes, is calling for the Ministry of Health to articulate its position on the recent developments regarding the AstraZeneca vaccine. There have been reports that the manufacturer has voluntarily withdrawn the vaccine from the market. However, several news agencies have carried stories linking the withdrawal to side effects that include blood clots. Dr. Dawes says that the silence of the ministry is a cause for concern, given that this was the same vaccine used to inoculate thousands of Jamaicans during the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Ministry of Health needs to come out, because what is happening now is that you have a lot of anti-vaxxers who are saying we were right, all vaccines are wrong, and we told you so. At the same time, you can't help but think that those people who were on the side of voluntarily taking the vaccine or not taking it at all have been vindicated because they had concerns about their side effects. The rhetoric coming from the Ministry of Health was to push the vaccines from the government on a hold. We can't just allow this vacuum to exist right now with this new piece of information. The ministry was very proactive in getting out ahead of anti-vaxxers, and they were very strident in that they wanted a high vaccination coverage. So with this information coming to light now, they have to state what is their true position. Are they going to say, yes, we were right and these side effects they're minimal, and that is not the reason why the vaccine is being withdrawn, so these articles saying so are inaccurate? Or are they saying that, well, you were right, we should have accepted that it's a personal choice rather than to force you to take the vaccine?
St. Thomas facing nurse shortage. Acting Medical Officer of Health in St. Thomas, Dr. Dan Jackson, has expressed the concern that the parish is experiencing a critical shortage of registered nurses across the primary and the secondary care. Dr. Jackson said the situation has severely affected primary health services such as curative care, dressings, and community outreach. She said there is need for urgent assistance.
We have reached out to the region and other parishes for assistance. and we're waiting on a response. The hospital has provided us with one registered nurse, but that would just raise our tally to 3. We're hoping for a 4th nurse to make things a little more even, but we still need more nurses.
No mercy for those who endanger our students, says Dr. Chang. National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang says that criminals who endanger the lives of students can expect a forceful response, as the government will not allow them to create a mayhem without forcefully pushing back. Chang was part of a team from his ministry which recently visited the Green Hill High School in Westmoreland, where a 16-year-old student who was shot and killed by gunmen in proximity to the school. A 15-year-old female who was in the company of the boy was also shot but survived her injuries. Chang told the news that the visit to the school was to reassure administrators, students, as well as law-abiding residents in the community that a zero-tolerance approach will be taken against the criminals who target or endanger students. We are going to pursue the perpetrator relentlessly, whether he is young or old. We're going to find that person and we're going to remove him from the community, said Chang. Education Minister Favour Williams, who was part of the touring team, said she wanted students, teachers, other staff and the parents to know they are not on their own in the face of the danger caused by marauding gangsters operating in their community. We are all in this together, and we are going to get this right, said Williams. We do have things in terms of providing guidance and counseling for children who have issues. We also have to ensure and to provide the necessary resources to our guidance counselors for them to engage and identify issues before they escalate and provide probable solutions. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake, who represented the police on the tour, vowed to protect the nation's students by ensuring that they are safe inside and outside school corridors. Let me assure you that you will not be taking this journey on your own. We will be doing everything in our power to remove those who pose a threat to you. You are the future. Do not be dragged into crime. Stay away from crime. The Green Hill community has been a hotbed of gang violence over recent months, with a turf war between the notorious King Valley Gang and the Answer Posse Gang. Wounding accused remanded after social media posts. A corporate-era woman was remanded in custody for a month after it was revealed in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court that she went on social media to brag about a confrontation with a woman from her community. The social media posts made by the accused, Josephine Mitchell, were screenshot and printed by the complainant, who presented the exhibits in court on Thursday. "And now me know me a BBC bad girl, because me have 4 fat girl a walk and look for me," one of the posts read. "Me a go mask you up, watch your back because you bust up my sister face," another post stated. Mitchell appeared before Senior Parish Judge Sanche Burrell on account of unlawful wounding, but she did not enter a plea. The matter was mentioned for mediation to be canvassed. However, the complainant said that she was not interested in that option as her children were left traumatized by the incident. "My eldest child is 10 years old and she's not living with me anymore. She living with our grandmother. She says she's afraid to stay with me because she don't want Mitchell to come back in the yard and attack me. I had to be in the road screaming out, and Mitchell called me a coward for walking away from fighting her. And even after that, she went on social media to brag about it," the complainant related to the senior jurist. "You need to leave the community," Burrell cautioned Mitchell. Mitchell was then remanded in custody until June 14, when the matter is set for mention. It is expected that a trial date will be determined then.